What's going on, guys? Tre'Leon here. Today we're talking about, can real estate agents wholesale properties? And my quick answer is yes, you're able to wholesale properties. I'm actually a licensed real estate agent myself, but I also want to bring to your attention that it does depend on which brokerage you're with. Now, I've been with several different brokers. I want to say maybe about over 7 different brokers throughout my real estate career, and different brokers have different views on wholesaling real estate. For one, because when you wholesale real estate, you basically cut the broker out of getting their cut of the deal. And so if you can imagine, most brokers are going to frown upon wholesale real estate because they feel like, you know, they're not getting their piece in your real estate efforts. And so even if they know it's legal, they may just tell you that, you know, they don't like for you to do it, or that you can't do it if you're under their brokerage. Or some of them actually have language inside of their contracts when you're signing up to be with the broker that says that you can't wholesale real estate, or you're not allowed to assign contracts and use those type of things. So you do have to be very aware of what type of broker that you're with. And you know, I would definitely recommend, if you can, just mention it to your broker. Be upfront with them. I know the broker that I'm with now, luckily I was very upfront, like, hey, this is what I love to do. I'm really a real estate investor. I love to wholesale properties. I'm going to be doing that, you know, majority of my time. And they were like, hey, you know, that's fine. As long as you pay us our fee every month, you know, we're good to go. And then you also have other brokers where I've mentioned it and they were like, heck no, you're not going to be able to do it. And then there's other times where I was with brokers and I didn't mention it because I knew that they didn't like it, and I knew that I wanted to be successful being a real estate investor. And so, you know, I went forward and I wholesale properties without letting the broker know. And so the main thing is that, like I said, brokers, they really want their cut in the deal. They want to know that your interest is, you know, furthering the real estate brokerage and, you know, representing buyers and sellers so that you can actually use your license in that way. And that way, you know, they also, you get a commission that way. With wholesaling properties, you're not getting any commission. You're working under your own principle, under your own interest as a real estate investor. And so any funds that you get is going to be in your own profit. You're not even going to have to submit the deals to the broker. You don't even have to submit any paperwork to your broker. It's really easy, and you know, I love it that way. Now, I do feel like if you want to protect yourself even more, you can just simply create a LLC. Just create a company, do all of your deals inside of the company's name, and so that way it won't even be a if, and, or but whether or not, you know, you can do real estate wholesaling in your name or not. You can protect yourself by simply starting an LLC. That's usually $100 or a little bit more than $100, depending on what state you're in. So that's absolutely no excuse on why you feel like you can't do real estate. Now, sometimes, you know, it can be a moral thing in your head. A lot of times it's in our head where we think, oh, I'm not able to do this, or they said I can't do it. And I know if I would have listened to other people who said that real estate agents can't wholesale properties, man, I wouldn't be where I am today. And so I'm just totally glad that I didn't listen to the naysayers. I didn't listen to the people who said don't do it or you shouldn't do it. And I just went on my own thought process and my own determination to be able to make this work for me, because I knew that it fit my lifestyle more than me being a real estate agent. You know, I'm not somebody who likes to get dressed up all the time and, you know, be politically correct and drive people around in my car to go search for homes and, you know, pat buyers on the butt and represent other people. That's just not my lifestyle. That's just not what fit me personally. And so I knew being a real estate investor was something that I wanted to do. I just didn't know how to do it, how to get from being a real estate agent to being a real estate investor, because I didn't have a lot of money. I didn't have any credit. So it's like, how can I get in this game and learn it and be successful with being a real estate investor? And I thought being a real estate agent would help me to do that. But come to find out, wholesaling was the thing that allowed me to be able to go from being a real estate agent to being a successful real estate investor without using my own money and credit, because it allowed me to be able to really learn this game more than I ever could have as a real estate agent. I was literally a real estate agent for 4 years before becoming a real estate wholesaler. And the information that I learned in 1 year of being a real estate wholesaler and an investor blew out the water of everything I learned 4 years prior. Literally, I felt like I didn't know anything compared to what I learned with being on my own as a real estate investor. All right, so I recommend, if you're a real estate agent, just add on wholesaling to what you already do. You don't even have to dismiss what you're already doing. If you're already a successful real estate agent, you can still do that. You just have to know when to use your real estate agent hat and when to use your real estate investor hat. You can't do both at the same time. So if you're going in there speaking to the seller, either you're going in speaking to the seller saying that, hey, I'm a real estate agent and I can represent you and I can help you to sell your house and I can find a buyer, or you're going in there as a real estate principal, as a real estate investor, and you're not a real estate agent anymore. So you can't use those same terms. You can't go in there with that same approach. You're using totally different contracts. You're doing totally different ways. Even though they sound similar, it seem like similar ways, it's two totally different things. You have your agent hat on if you want, but you take that off if you're putting on your real estate investor hat, and that'll help you to be able to do things legally and ethically when it comes down to your broker. So if you have any questions about that, you can definitely just hit me up. Also, if you join our real estate investing course, and the link is down below, I'll be able to walk you through everything so you make sure that you're doing everything correctly. All right, see you guys on the next one.